Do you know that if you have a salary of 80,000 a month, the only property you can afford is low-cost housing? It's quite confusing because if you have a monthly income of 60,000, you're considered middle class. Or in some areas, you're rich. So paano pag minimum wage earner ka? So we have a category called economic housing and socialized housing. So under socialized housing, the price ceiling is 580,000. At pag ito ang in-apply sa pag-ibig, the minimum wage earner will only pay around 2,000 a month. So it seems very affordable and reasonable. But the question is, bakit ang laki pa rin ng backlog natin pagdating sa affordable housing? Just recently, Pag-ibig highlighted a new milestone with 76.94 billion in home loans disbursed. This is the highest home loan disbursement during the first 8 months of the year. Na-appreciate naman natin ang Pag-ibig by giving us a lower interest rate, lalo na sa panahon ngayon when banks' interest rates are way too high. Pero I think it's also crucial na i-highlight ng Pag-ibig that out of 70 billion takeout, only 12% are minimum wage earners, which is a big decline from 30% back in 2021. So ano kayang nangyari? Sa laki ng backlog natin na 6.5 million, 3.5 million doon are minimum wage earners and informal settlers. The big challenge now is more and more developers are no longer building socialized housing simula nang tumaas ang cost of materials and labor. At kahit bigyan pa nga sila ng tax incentives, mukhang kebs lang sila. But what I don't get is these developers who build socialized and economic housing, SM, Villar Group, Ayala, etc. These are very, very wealthy companies. Do they really need tax incentives and tax holidays na manggagaling din sa taxpayers' money just to build houses for the underprivileged? Parang medyo may mali doon. The solution by SHDA or Subdivision and Housing Developers Association ay magkaroon ng higher price ceiling on socialized housing. So, ibig sabihin, kailangan pa itaas yung 580,000 na current price ceiling for socialized housing to encourage more developers na magtayo ng mas marami pang units. So, with a higher price ceiling, maaring kumita na or mag-break even man lang ang developers. Because at the end of the day, they're businesses. Importante sa kanila ang profit margin. But I think that solution to increase the price ceiling, again, not inclusive. So, kung itataas natin yung price ceiling, at what cost? Sino ang mag-suffer? So, buti sana kung tataas din ang minimum wage kasabay ng pagtaas ng price ceiling ng socialized and economic housing. So, in the end, kawawa pa rin ang minimum wage earners if itataas ang presyo. Of course, since it's the responsibility of our government to address this need, dito pumapasok ang programa na 4PH or Pambansang Pabahay para sa Filipino program. It's a flagship program ng Marcos administration. So this program is going to build 6 million houses at the end of his term. So ito na yung sinasabing sagot sa ating 6.5 million backlog. But is it really the answer? How affordable is this affordable housing? Because according to the 4PH manual, the government plans to build multi-story buildings with units ranging from 900,000 to 1.1 million for a 24 square meter home and 1.6 million for a 27 square meter home. So, do you think that's affordable? So if you're gonna do the math, that's roughly 40 to 50,000 per square meter. Eh yung current socialized housing ng mga developers natin is only 18,000 per square meter. And for economic housing, 20,000 per square meter. So it's actually double the price. So second, according to the HSUD, yung 3,500 to 4,500 monthly nito ay mababawasan pa with the government subsidizing a big part of the interest rate. So ito yung sinasabing 1% preferential rate. But again, at what cost? If government ang sasagot ng bulk of the interest, sustainable ba ito? So they say it will translate to an estimate of 36 billion subsidy for 1 million units a year. And that 36 billion per year ay galing din sa buwis natin. Definitely. So, is this worth taxpayers' money? And paano naman yung mga minimum wage earners na currently nagbabayad ng 3%? Napapakahirap sila magbayad ng 3%. Pero meron palang 1% preferential rate. At kamusta na kaya sila ngayon na may inflation? Because yung 3%, hindi naman yan fixed for 30 years. So, maaari itong tumaas after the fixing period. So, bottom line is, these changes in pricing and interest rates, one thing is not being addressed. Ito yung mababang income ng minimum wage earners. So, sana masolusyonan ito because to answer the question, is affordable housing affordable in the Philippines? The short answer, no, it's not. So thank you guys again for watching. I'm Chris, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!